They say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to Montgomery on second down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw. Styles. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bears sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
They'll call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he gets it down to the 32. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on 3rd and long. Styles. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
Ready, break! Right there, let's go!
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go, here we go!
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the option, here's Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off play action. Felder. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down. Felder. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Once again, it's Swift. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. We're scoreless after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Felder. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, and it will also lead to 4th down. And Siposs on the punt as he'll get this one away now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Styles. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Styles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw on 2nd down. Styles. That's complete right side to Kmet. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 1 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Styles. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again. Styles. That pass complete to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Back to throw. Styles. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Down to the 22-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Operating from the gun, Styles. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Lions.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Operating from the gun, Felder. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not really. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Felder. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Swift going to try up the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the 1st half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they go Montgomery. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
To throw on 3rd down, Felder. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 23 yards the pickup there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Styles. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Montgomery is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away from the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Felder. And quick throw here, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Felder. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Felder. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 3rd down, Felder. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Felder, complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Styles. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Styles. And he finds Montgomery complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Back to throw, Styles. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off play action, Styles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
144 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 38, Bears 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job.
Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is...
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially